Everybody, welcome back to Rimworld. So last episode we ended up slaughtering yet another evil base of evildoers. We got some wounded. We're gonna take care of said wounded. I think our 30 is bringing them in as we speak. How are they doing anyway? Health. No immediate danger. Why can I not... Are you dead? You're not dead, right? Why can I not select surveys? Well, here's hoping that he's not dead. So everybody who's injured can go join up with the animals, go take some naps under the good care of our medic. Alright, injured, so undrafted. Not injured. Undrafted because you're the medic. Injured, but you're doing something and I don't want you to stop doing what you're doing. Injured, undrafted, injured, undrafted, injured, undrafted, giving us 3 gunmen. You got a shield? Or did we just missed? I don't know. Anyway, it's up to these guys to... Hey Moon, you're still here, I see. These are all medical, buddy. Every single one of them. Should probably allow some of the meds here. Let's see. So I think if I now do this, you might go grab the medicine from here. Yes. Base destroyed. Nice. Didn't get any help from the allies, but wasn't really expecting any either. Alright, so this is gonna be a while. I'll guess I'll see you when everything's cleared. It's just a few turns that we need to pop. Yep, see you in a bit. Hello and welcome to post commentary. Yes, bet you were all wondering why I said hello again. Well, there you go. Didn't mean to say hello, but and I decided to roll with it. So anyway, yes, you're gonna be stuck listening to post commentary for the remainder of this episode, actually. I'll probably do some cuts here and there to end this, because whilst it's easy to talk while you're actually playing, because you can tell what you're planning on doing and stuff, it's kind of hard to talk about things you've already done, I guess. Anyway, the idea here is that we get zero-based inside, because I'm pretty sure that sleeping in the dirt with open wounds is probably not a good idea. Well, it probably doesn't have open wounds anymore, but, you know, infections. So the idea was we send somebody out, and once he gets there, we'll remove the final medical bed, well, medical resting spot, and bring him inside. So yes, the place is ours. I'm currently looking in a way to how I would divide things up, and the idea was left block is going to be stockpile. That I'm now currently selecting is going to be the room for the batteries. the 2 blocks in the middle is probably going to be fridge / place where we create our meals in our fridge. The one with all the beer barrels and is going to be where we will be putting down our survival meals. It's gonna have a room on its own because we can bar animals from going in there, and it doesn't need to be refrigerated. So anyway, we can deconstruct that, rescue, gets undrafted, and rescue. And we can bring him inside, where he's hopefully gonna have a better time. Timberwolf killed a squirrel down there. Not ours. And we're gonna make a large bedroom area to the south. And we probably won't be staying here as long as we did the first time we took a base over. Maybe. Again, I don't really know. Build copy. Yeah, that's not what we want. Pretty sure I'll spot that though. So yeah, we clean out that room, move the batteries over there. We can make our first proper stockpile. It's a little bit weird why they put solar panels right next to a door, but whatever. We probably won't be staying anywhere. We probably won't be keeping the solar panels because I've noticed a thing where we could place a geothermal generator, so that's going to become our main source of power. So yeah, we can start deconstructing that. We won't be needing it. Here's hoping that the roof doesn't collapse. I never really bothered to learn how long a roof can go without support before it falls flat in your face, but let's hope we don't ever have to find that out. Anyway, as far as stuff goes, yes, we're gonna make big bedrooms. We probably won't need them for as long, but big bedrooms creates a bunch of happy colonists. This is where I realized that, oh yeah, if we want to stick around, we're actually gonna have to settle here. That flops everything on the ground, which was the main reason why I decided to make a small animal area already near the colony so they didn't ditch all of our stuff. And some far off corner of the map. I think this is where I'm looking for my board game, which you can see now is between the bedrooms there, next to the doors. The rice and corn plant. Most of that stuff is going to get removed. We're going to make some bigger growing zones later on. Still got about 300 meals, so we only spent 200 on that long of a trip, but it wasn't enough to get us to that second base. So while we're still comfortable, it might be a good idea to just stock up again and get ready for the trip to the next base. And I think once we get there, we'll do one more raid of a base, and we'll probably stock up enough food then to make it all the way to the ship. So we're going to be speeding along a lot quicker than we set off, shall we say. We kind of got into the rhythm, and so anyway, yeah, that room is now sort of empty. We can start moving the batteries over. And we got marble tables, or stone or granite, I don't know. Not wood, which means we're definitely not going to be taking them with. Meanwhile, half of our colonists are still not really feeling it, so it does slow down the production, or not the production, but construction a bit. But better for them to get healthy. There's 4 of them, okay. Time to get them out of their heavy armor. They can still use it in case of a raid, but we're mostly going to be in a state where we are not being raided, so get rid of the armor, and cool off a bit, and be able to run a little bit quicker. This is where I'm looking for the board game again. It's right up above, or in between the two bedrooms there. There we go. I've actually looked into it. Apparently it's called Ludo in English. It's quite funny because the in-game description reads that... no, it's not that. There's a variant which it reminds me of, which is called Ludo. It's just called the game of Ver, but it reminds me of Ludo, which isn't nearly as humorous as knowing that the Dutch name for the game translates to don't anger yourself. I anger myself quite a bit in board games. I get just way too competitive in them. I don't know why. I mean, I could be playing with friends. At some point, I'm gonna get annoyed if I'm not winning. That's just the way it is. And that's one of the reasons why I legitimately hate Monopoly. There's a lot of board games that I don't like, but Monopoly is just up there, uncontested. Anyway, Hunter lacks ranged weapon. Also, you've got yourself a war mask, which for some reason makes you feel cool and stuff. Alright, give me a second, there's gonna be a little bit of noises here. I think I got another minute. Low ranker finally decided to flop down. And then get annoyed because people are disturbing his sleep. That's what you get if you fall asleep in a stockpile, I guess. Right, so we're gonna start moving some stuff out of the way for our bedroom block. It's gonna be a pretty big one. We probably won't be staying here as long as we did in the previous base, but bigger bedrooms make for happier colonists. So I think it's worth the little bit of extra time we spent on building the thing. So yeah, I'll probably do some jump cuts. You know, we're just having a, for the time being, happy conversation, right? Just imagine a social fight breaking out from that. Instead, we're talking about eating cauliflower, which I'm not a big fan of, really. Alright, so yeah, we're getting rid of all the stuff down there in order to get the bedrooms up. So because this is going to be a mostly deconstructing, constructing episodes, I kind of let it run a little bit longer. For those who are not interested in this, you can probably just skip this. But for those who are interested, sit tight because there's going to be a lot of building. And Arthur already got enough of not having a fancy bedroom. One of the reasons why I decided to make those a little bit bigger. So yeah, that caused me to jump into the structure tab and start planning out the bedrooms. I'll probably skip ahead in a little bit once I got done explaining. The thing I planned to do was make, I think they're 5x5 bedrooms with one 5x10. 5x10 being for the double bedroom. It's probably better to give the double one to Arthur on his own, but you know, if you're with two people, you're allowed double the space, right? It only makes fair. So anyway, I'm just gonna skip ahead a bit until planning here is done because it's gonna take a bit. Alright, so about 4 minutes later and the plans are done. We're just putting in the final few doors. Probably don't have enough wood gathered for it all, but I think those are nice enough looking bedrooms, right? Nice and big. I hope I didn't miscount anything, and I think I completely did. I think they're all 4x5. But that's cool too, right? I mean, they're not gonna moan about that. Well, they probably will, but then again, I would probably still moan about 5x5 ones too, so, you know. So anyway, yeah, people can get to go on then. I think R30 went on yet another insulting spree. Bit of a potty mouth, that one, it seems. So this guy has 22 scavengers behind him. You kind of have to wonder, what the hell did you do to get that many people pissed at you? We're gonna pretend we never heard anything. Because, let's face it, we don't have radios, so... Anyway, the good thing is we got plenty of beds. So the only one we actually do have to build is the double bed. And unfortunately I can't really place it the way I wanted it. Which peeved me, and Tien had to compromise it and put it on the left facing wall. Also didn't have enough gold for a royal bed, but... So yeah, that was going to aggravate me. That wasn't really symmetrical, so the only thing we could do was that. For all the other bedrooms, you have plenty of them here, and fancy, they are all steel beds. I'm not sure if those are more beautiful than wooden ones. I would say no, but this game is pretty weird. So we can start moving those in. People will get peeved because it hasn't been done yet, or you know. Those are poor ones. I might replace those with wooden ones so they can be luxurious when they're sleeping. And then we're going to be cutting some more wood down for construction. Get our growing zones set up nice and big. Hunting parties will send out, not in this episode, I think. I'm pretty sure I only focused on getting stuff built, hauled, and all that other cool jazz. Meanwhile, Social 5 broke out. Probably were playing the game of a little while ago and it finally got to them. It happens. But hey, they got a little bit smarter from it, right? It's always funny though when like Colonist A starts a show fight with Colonist B, and Colonist B just beats the living daylight out of him. But yeah, we're just waiting on stuff to be moved so we can expand upon our stockpiles, move all of the remaining things inside, make sure the bedrooms get done, and then you get raided. Because, you know, there's always time for a good raid, right? Anyway, this is probably the first time that we actually do have proper defense mount. Just to be safe, I did end up saving the game before we decided to draft anyone. The Spud will take point. Probably won't be doing any much except for fending off some melee attackers. And then everybody else one at a time. I don't know why I did that. Probably because I wanted to keep some people out of it. Got drafted, sent to sandbags, which apparently do give a little bit more cover than just a heap of rocks. Not by much, but it's something. But we got a ton of sniper rifles. I'm not sure if that's like the way to go about it, but you know, it seemed to be doing the job for me. So at least they're nice raiders and decided to not immediately attack, which means my colonists were just sitting there, getting hungry, getting sleepy, waiting for people to come and try to kill them. Pretty sure that's not the best thing for morale. So I was wondering if I was somehow able to release Chungus on them. Again, decided against it because Chungus would be shot to pieces pretty darn fast, I think. From both sides as well. So that's why I'm looking at sandbags. Cover effective 65, rather where rocks and full-grown trees only offer 50. We got some plasteel there, which we're probably not going to bother with. I don't really see the need for it. And they're finally coming in, so Spud will take a lot of the shots. They'll just bounce off his shield, and everybody else can start taking pot shots at them with the sniper rifle. So we immediately get one kill. It's probably going to be good for their morale. Unless they're psychopaths, and then they were like, "Wee, somebody died." So sending Spud behind some cover. But yeah, people are gonna start taking it, and a guy with a gladius comes at somebody with a thrumbo horn. He's not gonna have a good time. And there we go. Alright, so that means we got, again, a whole bunch of injuries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our 10 colonists are in need of rest. Gotta be a real great way to get all this stuff sorted, isn't it? Okay, speed up again. So I guess it's a good thing that we didn't demolish the hospital itself yet. But we'll have to note down that I need to look into replacing some of those poor beds for better ones. You can deconstruct them, get the metal out. Yep, colony is doing fine. Everybody is at the risk of breaking. His major problem is that he got insulted a lot. I wonder by who? I think we all know the answer, though. Meanwhile, welcome to the corridor of corpses. If any raiders go that way, they'll already be demoralized before they get to us. Apparently there used to be a sound strategy, just pile a whole bunch of bodies in places where you could, and there he goes again, third time's a charm, I suppose. But yeah, pile a bunch of corpses in pathways that enemy raiders will likely pass by, and there's a good chance that you could start like social fights and stuff within the raiders before they even got to you. So Styles had enough of people insulting him, but that won't stop R30 from going to him and insulting him some more. So, you know, Pack 13 is being hunted, but We just do not have the manpower to stop them. If it was a named alpaca, we would have probably mustered some forces, but now it can't be helped. Or I couldn't be bothered to do anything about it, so to speak. Anyway, yeah, we're just sitting, waiting for stuff to happen. I guess at this point I could skip ahead a bit. Starvation is something we'll be looking into as well. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to skip ahead a bit, probably too close to the end of the video. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, 15 minutes later, most of the stuff got built, and we get greeted by Flux enjoying a smoke break. I didn't think they were allowed to do that until I noticed one small thing, namely that our good buddy Flux was not on the 1 drink per day thing yet. So yes, he's gonna get a smoke. There goes a bit of our silver. Meanwhile, everybody else is repairing the sandbags. So yeah, a good bunch of stuff got cleared out. The bedrooms are functioning. I'm not going to say finished. I've also decided to, as you can tell, make our normal stockpile bigger. We're going to get rid of the solar panel there. I'm not sure if at this point the geothermal has been built yet. I think it was. I don't see a lot of metal. Actually, there is still a bunch of steel, so it might not be built yet, but I think I do have it queued up. But yeah, we're building the expansion for the stockpile. And we're gonna prep ourselves to put in the food production stuff, until I realized that, well, we can't fit in 2 of those. Which means it was again time to look at remodeling. The easiest thing was to tear down the top wall and connect it to the bottom wall of the building above it. General Officer Hunting Cougar 2. A Cougar was important enough for us to try and save, and whilst I wasn't entirely sure if it was going to be able to be done, we did have some people around that could immediately jump in. Not that it was really necessary, because Styles just immediately headshotted the thing. He's also not really happy with his nudity, so we're gonna be getting up a tailor bench as well. We're probably gonna make some more helmets. We're probably gonna replace some of the old armor, and we're gonna put everybody in some new clothes as well, or at least those that want to be. Oh yeah, we do have the thermal generator. It's from the steel we brought in some of the stuff we mined out from what you just saw. So yeah, we got another idea here that we can do, so we'll... I don't think I've built anything yet. Yeah, just like, if I do that, we can only use 1 of them, and I can't really turn it around. The butcher table is in a good enough spot, but the other stuff isn't. I'm also planning on putting some stuff for production as the tailor bench, the smithy and such will go into where our current hospital sort of is. Again, if we need a hospital, we can just assign the bedrooms as temporary hospitals, so no need to worry about stuff like that. So yeah, that wall gets broken down. Also trying to fancy up our 30s bedroom. In hopes that we can get him a nice room that should help with his mood. Yeah, because it always has wood in it. Well, wooden flooring in it, and it also has the a statue. So now I'm looking for granite, which I didn't seem to be able to find anywhere. Fun. Entire base built out of granite, but it's nowhere to be found on the map. Or at least not easily. I'm pretty sure some of the mountains will be supplying us with granite chunks, but not that we really need it. Actually, we probably will need it to... I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have at least the brains to turn those into walls. Not walls, but doors. Probably just... Oh, and actually, I'm just gonna try and use slate. Look at me. Ain't I fancy. Apparently, I was told to use auto doors, but... you know. So, I've got some more slate there, which means we can just do one of those. Solar flare isn't that big of a concern. I'm not really using power for anything but some lights. And he's still not pleased with it. Suppose once we get a sculptor's table, then we can put one more of those in. I might also look for some more bedside tables. Not entirely sure how I'm planning on doing that, or if I'm going to do that. I probably will. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, though. So, thanks for watching. I hope you still enjoyed the series. Feel free to support my coming like game or something if you're ready. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, everyone.